Audiences can expect to be horrified and to laugh a lot with abandon and out of being completely uncomfortable. A show that is really, really relatable to anyone who has any kind of less than happy, if just at times, family. They can expect a lot of really intense and raw performances. They can expect to feel like they're sitting in the living room of a Quentin Tarantino movie. I think of this show as an insane, incestuous mix of The Addams Family, Roseanne, and Pulp Fiction. You know, I think of Tucson as a really down-to-earth, artistic town. And I think that they're really going to get a kick out of what we're doing in this show and be able to relate to it. And, I mean, everyone's got a family like this, a kind of angry family, a family full of disappointment and rejection and regret and missed opportunities, clawing at whatever they can kind of get their fingernails into, and still being really funny and really passionate and mean to each other like only people who really love each other can be. The cast features Eric Anson in the title role of Killer Joe Cooper, and he's giving a really, really beautiful, understated performance. He plays such a bizarre, aloof monster, and he's not doing this big, grand, over-the-top, ridiculous performance. He's really playing it pretty genuine, and it's pretty, with the way it's written, it's pretty scary to watch him, some of the things that he does and says. Kristi Loera plays Charla. She is the stepmother to Chris and Dottie, and she's putting herself out there. There are things that the actors go through in this show that I'm anticipating we'll have some people walk out, because it's so graphic and so intense at times that I still find myself at the very end of the rehearsal process having to look away or laughing at something because it's so disgusting and so brutal that I can't even watch it. But how often do you get to see something like that or direct something like that? Steve Wood and Miranda McBride play Dottie and Chris, brother and sister. They're both just giving really different performances, stuff neither of them have done here before, which I think will be really exciting to see. And rounding out the cast is Michael Woodson, who, once again, proves to us all that there's just about nothing he can't do. He is hysterical in the show, and he's doing something that no one has ever seen him do before. I'm really pleased with this cast. The most challenging thing about directing this play, surprisingly, because with all the graphic sexual content and nudity and violence, I really thought it was going to be getting everyone to be gung-ho and getting everyone to feel safe, but they all dove into that head first. This cast really embraced all the physical and violent and sexual stuff. The really hard stuff has been trying to figure out how to do a horror action thriller on stage in our incredibly intimate space without having it seem stagey. Everyone trusts each other so much that all the fights and all the physicality, they're pretty much just about, it's very real. Everyone trusts each other, that they can really take it to that level of believability that my heart's pounding every rehearsal I watch, because every time one of the characters gets kneed in the face or strangled, I want to get up and stop them because it looks so real that people are going to be really thrilled and scared and excited. This is a Tracy Letts show. He wrote Bug, which is a show we did a season or two ago, and what I feel really set the pace for where Etcetera is going. I really encourage people to come and see it, because this isn't happening anywhere else in Tucson, and it's a really wonderful opportunity to see a play that rarely produced, a risky play, a scary play, and a really funny play being performed by a cast willing to really embrace it. It's really funny and really relatable, and it's not something most of us get a chance to see on stage 5 feet away from you.